ladies and gentlemen, how you doing today? My name is Billifoy, and today we are here to counter a squirrel.
Huh? Man, what's up? Let me get a quick bite of that burger.
I'll fight you for it.
I kid, but of course it's gonna be the gravity glove. This is the amazing group of goobers that are going to be helping us out to figure out what the counters are. I'm sure we're going to lose some along the way. We might pick up a new person. Who knows? It's always random. The only person we're not missing from this view is viewer. He is AFK up at the top. So if you see yourself, you're a massive W and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But let's get into this. Starting off basic, let's see. Can the default glove help to escape gravity? Okay, so the default glove gives you that speed back to the normal 16. So as long as you're in the same area of effect, it looks like you can absolutely use it to nullify it. But as soon as you go out and come back in, it still gives you that same effect. So you can use it to escape, but if you go back into it, it will re-affect you. So I can say that default can work indeed. Just use it as an escape. So the next counters on the list is going to be Diamond, Custom, and Mega Rock. These aren't really like super counters, and I'm not going to give them trophies because all it is you're hiding. That's basically what all of them, that's what they're going to be. I wouldn't even use Diamond, but you can use these rocks to just sit here and hide if you don't want to fight in these gravitational fields and you want them to leave. Yeah, you can for sure use that. You're still going to have the effect when you leave, so keep that in mind. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the rocks. They're okay. Not really something that I would go to use, but they can work to save you. You can use Extended on a distanced fight. Yeah, you could use Extended to kind of combat them away. Extended will be great for this. Don't let them get close, because if they get close while they have that glove, you're definitely going to be hit. So I won't give it the trophy, but it's definitely a higher tiered counter, just because you can run away from them and hit them if they are chasing. The next counter I can see is Flash. I think that once you're in here, you can use this to just flash out of danger. That could be a very good use for Flash, but not really as like a super counter. You can use the Spring Glove to kind of jump out. Oh, nope. It nullifies that spring, so definitely don't use spring. Alright, now we're on to Swapper. And with a Swapper glove, this is going to be great, but not great at the same time, because if you have somebody that's chasing you, you can use this to bring them over to an opposite side. But if they're too close to you, you're not going to be able to swap her away because you're going to swap her towards them. So say if you're on the one-on-one, it'll be 100 times easier. But if you're near and next to other people, it's not going to be as effective because look, as soon as you teleport, you're okay on the one-on-one. But if you teleport into a crowd or if you're too close to the person, you're going to get stuck into this position to where you cannot run. So I just cannot recommend Swapper, even though it can work. So if you're in ghost mode, can you see yourself or can they see you? I mean, so you can see extra particles of where the ghost user's at. So don't use ghost against a gravity user while they have their ability activated. So a glove you could use to escape is Thanos for sure. Just make sure you have your ability placed beforehand. It's not going to be like a super useful glove, I'd say, because it takes a long time to get your ability back. But if you're fighting and they have their ability, just use your teleport. It gets rid of all the slowness and you're okay. But you see how long that ability is down there on the bottom right? Yeah, it takes quite a long time. Thanos works, but there's so many better options that I just don't recommend it. Now, stun could be useful. You're going to use this to escape or to battle because they'll be on the ground. But I mean, if you're being chased or you're chasing, you can pop the EMP and then you could get close to them. But again, I feel like there's a lot better options that you can use instead of stun. So the next count on the list, Magnet will actually work. So they'll have their ability, they'll be chasing you, and what you could do is just go right to them and slap them away. You might trade off a hit or something like that, but you'll create that distance that you need to keep them away from you because you can slide and magnet to them before that gravitational field will hit you. You could use a pusher wall to push them away from you while they have their gravitational field open and then engage them once their field closes, but it takes so long for the giant wall to regain in your ability wise that it's not worth it. I feel like there's a lot better options going after you. Use the wall, push them back. It's like the best thing that you can do. But it takes so long that, again, I would not recommend it. So, can space and the zero gravity beat the sun gravity? So it can't really break out. It would not be worth it to use. I thought it might be able to breach the top, but it does not. Now onto the Dream Glove. Can you use this to escape with speed? If it knocks you down in speed, can you unequip and re-equip your glove? Alright. Yes, if you unequip and re-equip Dream, you get your speed back. So you could definitely use Dream to escape, come back, anything you really need to do. Dream is going to be massive against this. Why am I so fast? Bro, I'm smoking the competition. Dude, smoking them. I could go back and then loop back. There's some interesting things with Dream that I can't discuss. But I love Dream, I'll say that. So does Golden's ability keep you safe? That's the thing to know, brother. Yep, Golden will keep you safe. Oh, it makes it red. Interesting. But the thing with Golden is the ability's short, so their ability is going to last longer. So if you're using Golden, make sure you slap them or you're going to be in for some trouble. Now with the Cheeky Glow, what kind of speed reduction are you going to have as a Cheeky user in the Cheeky Ball form? Nothing. You don't have any bit of reduction while you are going through these. Cheeky is a counter in the sense if you are in the ball form, you are not taking any bit of slowdown, any bit of reduction. You are big chillin', as the homies would say. So W Cheeky. Now we're on to Replica. This is going to be the first big test to see whether we can hit clones or not. Oh, yeah, the clones are not affected by the gravitational orb, meaning Replica is a counter because it can go inside of these and slap people who are slowed down because it's going to have, believe it or not, a desync advantage. Moving on over to the reverse glove, we have a glove that will work but also does not work because you can reverse a base slap and make them take their own knockback, but it's not going to reverse the cloud that you see around you, or the aura I should say. So reverse works, but make sure you slap them and chase them away. Now you could use Shukuchi. If you're being chased down by them, just pop your ability. You won't be slowed because you're in an animation and you can hit them away, but when there's a lot next to you and near you, it's not going to be as easy because you're still going to be slowed after. But the main user, if you're being targeted by one, will get hit away so that you can go and run and chase them down again. Yeah, if you have one person targeting you with that field, I could suggest Shukuchi. Other than that, you need to find some other gloves. So the Woah glove, if you are stuck in that gravitational pull down, you can use Woah to shoo them away from you. So if they're anywhere near you, if you're in that pull, push them away. As soon as you get slowed down, you should be able to use the shockwave to push them back so that they cannot get to you. No matter where they're at, as soon as you get that slowdown, just use it and it should hit. So I like Woah as a counter. Adios is going to work like Thanos. This is a glove to save you. So if you're doing the slappies, oh no, they got me. Pop your ability. And you'll end out somewhere else. They'll catch up to you if they still have their ability activated. So again, I just cannot really recommend Adios and Thanos and things of that nature. Now, blocked if you're being chased by one gravity user will be good. Buddies is what you're going to use if you have multiple chasing you. The reason why blocked will work is because as soon as you hit them, you're still going to get affected by the gravitational field, but they can no longer slap you. That's the biggest thing here. So you'll get slowed, you'll probably get trolled if you slap the same person. They'll probably keep activating it around you so that you can't walk anywhere. But if it's just one person chasing you, perfect. If you have multiple people that are chasing you, buddies is what you're going to use. All of them will be able to slow you down, but none of them will be able to hit you. Buddies is what you're going to use if you have multiple different gravity users going after you. Buddies is the key, but you're still 90% sure going to get trolled. If you're a good shot, you can throw a rock at them to keep them a little bit distance from you. This isn't a counter. This is more or less like skill shot, stay away from me while your ability is active. So if somebody's coming near you, they just pop their ability, you can throw a rock at them to slow them down so that you can get away, so that you can waste their time and waste their ability. And then once their ability is done, because now they're slowed, you can go in and fight. That's the way I would use Rocky. But I feel like there's better options that you can use. It's just, this is more funny than anything. Now, if you're good with Coil, this will definitely work for you. Just don't miss your shot, because if you miss your shot, you're definitely going to be slowed and you're definitely going to be hit. Chasing you down, use your ability, slap them away. You'll be good. You get your ability back pretty quick, meaning you can kind of slap them pretty far without any consequences. So this is like extended, but better. What happens with Balloony? Oh no, I already thought about what's going to happen with this, and it's going to be hilarious to see. So if you use Balloony, you cannot jump. It's just the weight is too much. We do not recommend Balloony. Phantom, can you get speed if you're slowed? So as soon as you use that, yes, you get your speed back, which is perfect. Also, they can indeed see where you are. With Phantom, it's just like Ghost, so when you go invisible, they can see your particles. Keep that in mind. This will be an escape glove, but you can use this just like Dream. If you have previously set up wormholes, you could use this to escape for sure, for sure. This is not really an attack glove. This is more to escape. You are being chased, cornered, anything. Use your ability, teleport to the side, and now you're good. But there's way better options. I would not use that. If you use Stop, can you escape? You can escape using the Stop glove. That does work. Now the other thing to test is, can you use this offensively? So if you have them coming near you and you use that, you can get to the side to kind of hit them. It can work. So Stop's like, it's mid for me. It works, but it's so slow and it comes down to such finite timing that I honestly would not recommend it, although it does work. You can use Track as a counter. If you see them coming after you with their gravitational field, just use Track and throw the glove at them. It'll keep them distanced away. They'll either have to dodge the glove, run in a specific way, whatever. There's so many good things that you could use with track as like a deterrent and as something that will keep distance perfectly. So I can recommend track. Right next to track, we have Tableflip, and this is going to be a better track. So as soon as you see them, just throw a table at them and they're gone. They are gone. Shield could actually be interesting here because it's not going to protect you from the slowdown, but it will give you time to trade hits if they are trying to hit you. Now they can always finesse and get a second hit off on you before you get one because you are slowed, but this is something that you can use to trade for sure if they come near you. Like if they go to get that one strike, you'll always have a strike advantage over them. No matter what you do, how you do it, you always have that first strike advantage with shield. So it's very rare that I can suggest shield, but it does work. So just like track and Tableflip, we have ourselves ping pong. And with ping pong, same thing. Use this as like a deterrent, but it's more than a deterrent for this glove. You can create a massive amount of distance while they have their shield up. Just throw a ping pong ball at them, keep them back. And then once their shield is down, that's when you're going to go into fight, slap, get your count up. But once they have their ability activated, that's when you're going to use your own ability and create distance and keep them back. That is how I can recommend to use ping pong. So in a way, you could use Homerun, but I feel like it might be a little hard to hit. You could always use your Homerun to kind of bat them away. I would not charge it high. I would use it real low and real fast. That way you can wait to engage them once their ability's done. You can use the home run to get past the speed. You swing the bat and miss. Odd thing with home run, but you know, nothing wild. Believe it or not, Whirlwind can kind of counter here. It's more or less a glove to escape rather than fight, but you can use it to engage the battle. If you see somebody with their ability, you could obviously go in and smack them, and you're gonna go in opposite directions and wait for their ability to cool down. That's one way you could use it. Or if you're in the center of it and you're being attacked, you could just use your ability and slap and then get out of it. That could be an escape. You could wait for their ability to go back down and then go to attack. Those are the two ways that I could see to use Whirlwind the best. So just like the track, Tableflip, and ping pong gloves, we have ourselves Slicer. This is perfect for creating distance and keeping them away from you while they're in their ability. So if they're coming after you, all you have to do is just throw your Slicer blade, keep them distanced, and then you can kind of hover them and get closer to them. But as soon as you see them drop down their ability, that's when you go into attack. But that's how you can use the Slicer glove to keep that distance and keep yourself safe. Highly recommend Slicer. So now here we are with Excavator. Can you use this glove to escape if you are in the effects of the gravitational field? You absolutely can. 100% can. But you have to make sure you run, because as soon as you get back up, they can honk you down. So try to waste as much time as you can after you get out if they continue to follow you. The lifespan of an Excavator is not that much. Yeah, you can for sure use this and escape, but if you're being followed by others, you have that slight animation at the end, which pauses you, letting them catch up slightly. So I can't really recommend Excavator, but it does work. So Thor glove can work. I forget who said it in this game earlier, but somebody said that gravity is like a free Thor, and I get what they're saying, because as soon as you use Thor, it gives everybody like a slowdown. But you could use Thor, like if they're getting close to you, use your ability and keep them distance. They're way over there and now they're slowed, so they're not going to be able to catch up to you, and you could wait for them to waste their ability timer and then fight them once their ability's gone. That's how you can use Thor, and it works out very, very, very well. Make sure you hit them all. So now Cloud. Could this be a combo with Gravity? Already picturing it now. It's just a storm riding around. Hey guys, we got a storm rolling in. So you could use this as like a rolling slowdown. It does work. Cloud users are not affected, but you can have a friend who has the ability, and then you could just go drop a storm somewhere, which is hilarious. The Cloud Gravity combo is more of a troll than a slap thing, because you're just flying around slowing people down. You're not going out to hit them and kill them and all that stuff. It's more or less just a meme. But it's funny, and I love that. You can always Gravity a Gravity user and go head on with them, but we're looking for better. All the one-shots are going to be perfect against a Gravity. As soon as they go to slap you, if you can trade, you're going to win the battle, because of course you have a one-shot. So God's Hand, the Flex, Air, Overkill, all of those will do good, especially God's Hand, because you can freeze time, and even if they cast their ability on you, you can just walk through it and slap them. So in time stop, you're still slowed for sure, but it doesn't matter. If they pop their ability, just run in there and slap whoever. Doesn't matter. You have free range to slap all the goobers here. So God's Hand does counter a Gravity user. Since it's a slap that you're fighting, Ultra Instinct's 50% dodge rate will activate, but you're still gonna be in that gravitational field that brings you down and slows you down. So I can't recommend Ultra Instinct, but it will proc if they try to slap you. Now, can you use Acrobat's ability roll to get your speed back first of all, and second of all, escape? that we can use this. You do not get your speed back. That's a huge thing. Wow, I'm surprised. But you can use the ability roll to get out of danger. That's the biggest thing. So if you could land the shot, you can use Hallow Jack, waste their ability timer. So if they're chasing you, just use your pumpkin, make sure you land it. And if you do, their ability is just gonna sit there and wait. And you can wait and wait and wait. Once their ability timer is done, that's when you're gonna go in and you're gonna do the slappies. So using Redacted, do they have their slowdown in the Redacted portal itself? Yes. Yeah, they have their ability activated in here, making it very hard to escape. But follow me. I knew it! So being as the gravity user is going to be chasing you down, trying to get you into their gravitational orbit, use bus. It will work out fantastically. Problem is, you're going to have to wait for your ability. Use the bus glove. You're probably going to die as well because, you know, you're slowed down and you're not going to be able to catch up. But they're chasing you down, meaning they're going to be following your exact path, meaning the bus is coming down your path, meaning they're gone. So W bus in this scenario. Now can you use the phase glove to escape hindered beforehand? So you can definitely use it to escape, and getting hindered beforehand does not matter. Phase is always going to keep you safe, but how about warp? If you slap somebody, it can work, but the thing is, the user that you slap can't be the user that's chasing you with the ability. But if you're being chased, just teleport away. Teleport to the person that you did slap. But you're relying on somebody else, and you're also relying on not slapping the person that's chasing you, so I can't recommend it. Bomb can absolutely work. Just throw the bomb, explode it, keep them at distance, wait for their ability. They should pretty much have their ability done roughly by the time they get back to you, but it can work. And if you land the bubble on them, guess what? They're chasing you, trying to get you into a bubble, so bubble will keep them at bay and push them back. So once they are chasing you, just use the bubble. It sends them back, and they're not going to be able to do anything, and it works. Same thing with Shard. This will just slow them down, give them a taste of their own medicine, so they do get slowed down. Definitely recommend Shard. So with the Bob glove, you're going to use this as a combo glove with said gravity glove. This is just like Disco and Gravity. I mean, not Disco Gravity. This is just like Disco and Bob, but now this is different. This is Bob and Gravity. Oh, Bob is slowed. Interesting. So if they're running away and you pop over with the gravity glove and slow them down, Bob slows down as well. How odd. They can't really turn or Bob will catch up, but that's really odd. Now, what happens if you use a weighted glove against a weighted ability? So, I don't know if this is specifically a bug in the server that I'm in right now, but Jupiter is not affected by gravity. Like, I can't even see them use their ability. They are using their abilities. I don't see it. He can't see it, see? So Jupiter's very odd. I'm not sure if this is the way that it was intended to work, but you can't even see the ability being used by a gravity user. I didn't know that was possible. But hey, here we are. Massive W to Jupiter at this current time. If you swap to hybrid speed, do you get your speed back? No, it does not work in the same way. Oh, if you change your ability, that is how you can get your speed back. No matter what ability it is, it resets like all of your stats. So we definitely recommend hybrid, as all you have to do is swap one of your abilities and you're back to normal basically. So now Slapple, this will be perfect. As soon as they get close to you, use your ability. It'll send them back, and it'll also send you up in the sky to where they cannot slap you. Oh, they can't even really get you the slowness unless they get onto that little branch down there. They're gonna need another person to come after you to really hop up to try to get you. All you have to do is just hop down, use another one of your abilities, hop back up, and you're good to go. They cannot really get you unless they have another person that they're using to jump on the head. I say use Slapple. Now, if you can get to them before they use their ability, Disarm will take their glove away, but if they have their ability already activated, it's not going to take away the ability. You can use Dominance to kind of nullify the area of effect. So if there's just one of them chasing you, yeah, you can absolutely use this to reset your speed and like escape, but the second you go back into it, oh, I guess if you're in the same Dominance aura, it'll be good, but it's kind of iffy. So with Larry, what can you do? Yes, you can use Larry, his speed, to avoid getting hit by that storm, which can work if you're being chased that way, but honestly, if you're gonna use Larry, the way I'd use it is if you're being chased, I'd call up Larry and then try to angle myself towards the inside, let them slap me, and then let Larry go after them, or just let Larry go after them normally. That can work. It'll kind of deter them on how they run after you, so that can work. So can you use the charge glove to escape? Absolutely. So we are slowed. Let's just use this. It does not slow you down. Okay. So with the charge, it's not affected by the slowdown of that aura, so you can use this to escape, to attack, all of it. W charge, giving it the trophy. Glitch can use this as a big deterrent. I think this will eat up a lot of the time that they have in that aura. By the time they get down, they're not going to have much time left of their bubble, so As soon as they go to use their aura around you, use Glitch, use this time to run away. You can stand quite a bit away. As soon as they regain the ability to chase you down, look at that, their ability is almost done, or their ability is done. So Glitch is a massive time waste for their ability. Use this, wait for them to get rid of their ability, then go to attack. I can recommend Glitch that way. So Elude will keep you 100% safe unless you get a bad teleport. They cannot hit you any sort of way. The only thing they can do is slow you down. So you could stand in the midst of all of them, and guess what? If they go to slap you, it ain't gonna happen. The only thing they can do is just massively troll you by continuously slowing you down, or you'll die by getting a bad teleport like that. I don't know if I should give this the trophy or not, but it's definitely way up there for a massive W. So now Fish, this should get the trophy. As soon as you get anywhere near where you think you're about to die, flop. It's Fish. It's like another phase. Just get out of there. You get your ability back so fast that even if they come after you, you just flop away again. That's how fast you get it. And then now their ability is done, you can go back to fighting. All right, time to figure out with the Voodoo clones. Will it slow down somebody who's been cloned? So the answer to that is no. So unfortunately, you cannot pair Voodoo up with Gravity, as if a user tries to Gravity a clone, it does not work. So when you leash one of these users and they use their ability, will it be enough to get you if you're dragging behind? So they can use their ability, but it's nowhere near close to even touching you as a user trying to run away. So Leash is a pretty big counter if you can land it for sure. Flamarang could work. Just use this as like a rotational, get away from me kind of card. It'll be perfect for that kind of a scenario, because if they do get close, they do get hit. So while using Sparky, can you outrun them if you go through one of their storm circles? It does not look like it slows you down one bit. Being as they cannot slow down a Sparky, you can use Sparky to go and hit them. Even if they have the storm up, you will not be slowed. So now, Boogie. 2 slowdown gloves, but I think Boogie's going to be a little bit more powerful than Gravity. So if you see them coming after you with the storm, pop your Boogie ability, and now they can slow you down, but they can no longer hit you. So you have the better of the slowdown. It's just whoever's the fastest slow person. Now we're on Recall. This is like Thanos, and this is just like Adios. As soon as you get slowed, just use your ability. Save yourself, run away, wait for their ability to go away. You could use Quake, I'm not gonna lie, you could, because they are chasing you, so they're gonna try to get close, but you can be so easily baited that it would just honestly not be worth it. But yeah, if they get close to you, just use your ability. Quake will reset the speed of a user. I do feel like it would be hard in a combat scenario. Now Psycho, can you use your double jump levitation to save yourself and get out of this storm? Fighting, oh, I've been slowed. No. You don't have the option to use your telekinesis to get out of there. It disables it. You can go into it and through it and not get slowed down, but if they catch you while you're already in it, you're kind of done. You can definitely use them and drag them around, but once they get close enough to you, you're a slow walking machine. Kraken's gonna be like Extended and Coil. This is a glove to keep an extended fight, keep them away from you, and that's the big thing here. You want to keep them away from you while they have their ability pop, because you don't want to get near that. Once you're slowed down, it's not good. So just use your ability, slap them away, kind of keep distance. You can run back up to them, but once they're close, wait for their abilities to go away. That's when you go into attack. That's how I would use Kraken, as a time waster till their ability is gone. Counter will work. You can use this to bait out the slap because it is a normal slap. Just don't get baited. That's the big thing with counter. Don't get baited. Now Rob, I think Rob is a massive counter. Yeah, Rob does not get slowed at all, so you can run into the center and absorb that user. So you can use the Rhythm Glove with the yellow shockwave tiles. That is bigger than the gravity field, so that does work, but it's so inconsistent that I just wouldn't recommend it. Rojo can work. So time it once they hit their ability and you hit them back. The thing is to see who gets the ability back. They do. You get it about the W on Hollow, so they get their ability back a lot faster than you would with Rojo. So you can time out the Rojo hit, but keep in mind Gravity does get their ability back a lot faster, meaning I really wouldn't consider Rojo like a really good counter. It just can work. So Hitman, there's a couple stages of Hitman that work really well. You cannot use the ability to escape. You can only use the ability to get into the center for the hit. That's with Warp. Now with the Revolver, if you have somebody chasing you, you can use the Revolver to shoot them away from you and keep yourself safe. And it'll work a lot better with the Golden Revolver, as they will die. Now, note, it does take quite a bit for you to get your gun back, but once you do, you should be good. As long as you hit your E button, they cannot really do much to you, and you can kind of waste the time. This part of the Hitman phase definitely works. And now we're on Retro. This is going to be a fantastic counter, because you could use the bomb to escape. You can use the hammer to send them back with a massive AoE, and you can shoot them from distance with a rocket launcher. We can just use this bomb to escape and get out of their grasp. Doesn't matter if they slow us down, we can hit them very far away. Even if we're not looking at them, even if they're at distance, perfect. It's a great way to get them away from you. And the last thing you could do is use the rocket launcher to keep them distance. The aura protects the user in gravity against retro. Wow. So 2 out of the 3 work, but that's okay. No distance fighting while they have their aura. And then the last glove that you can use against a gravity user is the null glove for sure. They're chasing you down, which they are because it's gravity and they're trying to get you into their aura. Use your ability. You're gonna have to deal with your little minions before they deal with you. Because if they deal with you instead of the minions, then they got that coming towards them. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, those are the counters that we have for this glove here. Some interesting ones, I'm not gonna lie. What was the glove that shocked you the most, and what was the glove that you liked the most? The glove that shocked me the most was Jupiter. How can you have a glove that can't see an ability? That's wild to me. I don't know how they pulled that off. The best counter that I can see fit would probably be Shard, as you're slowing them down and you can hit them from distance. I mean, that's if you're good with Shard. Those are my favorites. What are yours? Let me know down in the comment section below. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to these awesome goobers that you see on your screen for helping out and figuring out all of these gloves and their counters. I hope that every single one of you have an amazing rest of your day or night whenever you do end up watching this. And I shall see you in the next one. Later!